Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we're taking a look at Media Assistant. There is a brand new in-app purchase called Vocal Remover. I've done several shows on this app already. We're going to test it, put it to the limit of can it remove your vocals. Let's Oge. Hello. Welcome to the show. My name is Jade. This is How to App on iOS. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing okay, live and awake, feeling good and excited for what's coming up. Not only today, but tomorrow. Very big show tomorrow. I'm very, very excited. And something exciting coming up on Sunday for our Wart Warriors. Are you a Wart Warrior? You can become a Wart Warrior by clicking the members button, the join button, if you would like to do so, and you can have access to doing all the stuff and all the things that a member gets to do. Yes, and one of them includes this. If I can get my together. Yes, it is happening on Sunday. Boom! Your music trivia number 2. Now, if your face isn't in there, don't fret. Right? It's covering the entire community. There's only so many faces from the community I can fit in there. But we are having a quiz. It's a members-only stream. Yeah, so now there may be only up to 25 seats available, so you got to get in quick. All right, Thomas Christ has just posted there, our amazing super mod, Thomas Christ, who has got his show coming up next where he plays all your music. And you can see these people, these star-studded cast of celebrities from YouTube. Look at them all glistening with sexiness. So we're going to do a quiz on all your music. Me and Russ have been writing questions. There's about 50 questions we have about your stuff. So you brush up on your friends. You know, there's nothing worse than not knowing about all your friends. It'll make you look like a fool. Oh, damn. So I may add a few more heads in there. I know. Oh, God. All the head jokes. Here we go. I knew it was going to happen. Thomas was first in there. Thomas, I'm shocked. How, Thomas, that's not very much like you. I thought that would be a mixed club thing. But anyway, we all love a bit of a head, don't we? Yeah. You can do SuperChats, SuperStickers if you want. Support the channel and become a Patreon because Patreon's moving up, my friends. This week's Patreon, 4 giveaways, I think, including today's in-app purchase. So, you know, get in on the ground level at Patreon. You can find the links below and all that stuff. So this is happening tomorrow. Not tomorrow, it's Sunday. What am I saying? But tomorrow, what's happening tomorrow? I'm really excited. Finally, we've got a thumbnail. Everything's ready, rock and go. Liz Aday is coming on the show, the voice for the voiceless. And this girl is... I really hope you all come along to this and give Liz as much support as you can. Let's bring her into this community. She's been over there playing on Facebook forever to like 6 people, playing her guts out, and she's the most incredible artist you will come across, and we need to welcome this lady into our community tomorrow. And, yeah, we're going to close out the show today with another one of her songs, In Expectation. She's an Aussie-American dual citizen. And wow, does she have some songs? You're going to be blown away. It's going to be a great interview tomorrow. I'm very, very excited. Boom. Yeah, let's say hello to you all. We've got Russ in the house. We've got Hugh Caldwell. We've got Ebba Metal. We've got the Mix Club, not speaking in Vietnamese today. Cow Go Moo, Semtex Cow. We've got Thomas Christ, of course. Lady C, Lady Campion. We're Lady Champion. We're going to have a good time. Saturday night. Lady Champion is in the house. Joe Glenn is in here. Yeah, Joe Glenn and Barry, they always have trouble entering the quiz. But we'll get them in the quiz, hopefully this week. Brad Example's in the house. Hi, Brad. Love you, Brad. Brad's performing live this weekend as well with the Falcon Blueser. So don't forget that. Oh, God, I feel like I'm doing the community pulse. This weekend, you got, I think, Mr. Smith's playing, Methadrine Hamsters, followed by Thomas Christ, followed by Pete Johns, followed by me, followed by Pete Johns, followed by Brad Example, followed by G-Mate. Oh, my God. So much entertainment happening of live performances this weekend. It's just a cavalcade of idiocy. Legs, what's going on, Legs? Cy Effin, hello to you, my friend. Yeah, I think Brad's feeling a bit better today. We gave him a suppository, stuffed it up his bum. He's feeling a lot better today. Good stuff. Rise of Dark Leela's here. Everyone give Leela a hug and a kiss. It's been a tough day for her, but we're all thinking of you, Leela. Great show earlier as well. If you didn't know, Leela opens up before me 3 days a week, US time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, that's right. God, I always have to think in US time. This Chad Freeman. What are we doing today? We're going to bounce over here and do some stuff and things because we got to remove some vocals today with this in-app purchase. Let me get rid of these comments. Okay, comments, go away. Mateus is in the house. Hello, Mateus. All right, let's do this thing. So I've covered this app several times before. So it's I'll get to it in a minute. Beat Community. TheBeatCommunity.com. It's a great place. They have updates, news, interesting stuff. If you're lucky, you might get a date. That's wrong. I'm just talking nonsense. But you'll find out information on new apps and desktop software, soft samples, expansions. Lots of fascinating information here. If you haven't added this to your playlist, do it now. Blease has a price drop on Phase Mutant. Igor Vasiliev has updated Vintage Rack to version 1.5. Aaron Mayers has released Neon. Now, I'm trying to get a copy of this. Hard to find his contact details, but I'll get it sorted and hopefully have it on an upcoming show. Primo's had an update. It's a free guitar app over here. See it there? There it is. Audio Things drop dub filter. We're looking at next week. Media Assistant. Let's click on this because this is what we're looking at today. And it has had some other updates. So the audio tagger has improved time stretch, pitch shift, correctly deallocate for AUV3. The audio editors had an added invert selection option. Time pitch module now runs 2 times faster. Removed utilities from the selection. The browser has had updates for the AUV3. So this is a file manager pretty much, but it does a whole lot of other things. It's free to download and it has a bunch of in-app purchases. I know in-app purchases, but they're not ongoing. They're not subscription once you own them, and they're an a la carte of in-app purchases. So you can choose the things you want to add to this app. Okay, good. Mr. Smith is in the house. Look at that. And just in case, Pookie's lurking. I love you, Pookie. Just in case. But if I say his name, I'll give her a big kiss anyway. Yeah, let's talk about last night. Thanks for bringing that up too, Ed B. Metal. Big show happened last night on Laurie's Mishmosh channel. I want to thank Frank Terzo, Laurie's Mishmosh, Metalhead Hippie, JJ, Folk Punk. You know, big hearts of our community. These are community leaders across here. You know, people you look towards and then, laugh at them. No, you don't. You don't do that. I'm just being silly. And they all came together with a bunch of us. We all got up there and and you did this, yeah, for our friends, Heather and Al, Feisty Feather and Falcon Blueser, and raised a staggering over $1,200 to help them get their daughter to Disneyland, or if they're going to go, or get their car fixed, or whatever they're going to do. We come together as an amazing community and really showed what we are all about. You know, these things that we do, it's not just about music, it is about being there for each other, yeah? Being there for each other and making the impossible possible. And that's why I love this community so much. It's just so much more than music. So big pats on the back for everyone who was involved, the performers who came along. Mr. Smith was up there, Lee was up there, lots of great performers, Vince Janella. There's so many to mention. It's just fantastic to be a part of. You know, you guys rock. All right, let's Oj. We're going to do some price drops here. Blease, Phase Mutant, $8.99 to $6.99. Molly Looper's down to $4.99. What else do we have? The VA apps are on sale. Spatializer's dropped a few bucks. Clevergrand still has a sale going on, so that's rad as well. That's all we'll cover there. Media Assistant today, what we're looking at, it is free to download. And when you download it, you do get a whole bunch of things to do for free with it. So go and grab it. Have a look at it. The in-app purchases, let's cover that as well. There's my Pookie. We'll do a corner one. There you go, Pookie. God, I'm weird. You know, I reckon one day I'm going to be like halfway through this show and there's going to be like a knock at my door and there's these guys in white jackets are going to come in and drag me away. Wouldn't that be good? Yeah. Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen. All right. So it is free. It's a file manager. It's an audio editor. You can tag your audio files. You can do batch conversion of files. It's an audio video joiner. It's so much, right? It works on iPad, iPhone. It's just a really, really handy little app here. Let's over to the in-app purchases. Right, here they are. So there's a few things. I've covered all these on a previous show, so I don't really want to backtrack today. The audio converter and joiner is $2.99. If you want to use it as an AUV3 or inter-app audio, it's $12.99. It means you can open it up inside like a door and you can like stream YouTube into your door and record YouTube or Spotify or a website, any sound or video. Really handy for getting away, around copyright stuff. You've got a basic audio editor, which is $3.99. which you need to use this Vocal Remover. Audio editor utility you don't going to need, and the audio editor Vocal Remover is $5.99. That's what we're looking at today. We did a show on the audio tagger. I've covered all these features except for the Vocal Remover. That's what we're going to take a look at today. Yeah? Let's go. Okay, so what is a Vocal Remover? Well, it's exactly what it says it is. You can, these days, technology has moved forward so much so that you can remove vocals from audio tracks that are already mixed. Is it perfect? Let's talk about this first. No, it's never, ever going to be perfect. Why? Because this is a song that's been smooshed together. Like when you record it, it's in a DAW and all these are individual tracks and you can play with the volume individually of the vocals and guitars and bass and drums and all that. And that's where you want to like ultimately get the best quality to make a karaoke track. But we don't always have accessibility to the stems of a project in the DAW of somebody's music. For example, I often do covers of your music here on the channel on my opening hour, and I can't always get the backing track without the artist's vocals. So sometimes I've had to resort to using a program like this to do my best and remove the vocals from there. Now, when all these songs are smooshed together, the vocal frequencies, they tie in with the rest of the music. So when you try and pull these vocals out, you are going to get artifacts. To my knowledge, there's nothing that's really absolutely perfect. Probably the closest thing you can find out there is a program called RipX for PC and Mac. It's pretty amazing. But on iOS, it works really good, right? But it kind of sort of doesn't. It depends. Like it depends on the song. That's ultimately where we're at with this. If you're trying to remove a vocal from a song that's just an acoustic guitar and a vocal, there's going to be problems because they're the two frequencies that are only there. There's no other instruments underneath that give it that thickness that can kind of mask what's being removed, right? And we're going to see that today because I'm going to compare this with one of the other vocal removers I use called Moises. And we're going to use the same song and use both of these together and see how different they are. You're going to be surprised. So let's open this thing up. Give me a second to have a cough. And that's the sound of silence. All right. So to open this bad boy, it reminds me, it looks like the Files app. So let's show you the Files app first. This is the Files app down here in iOS. Oops, and we've got video of the band I've joined. Damn, there's my new band. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. We can't show you my new band because I may get in trouble. But this is the Files app right here. So now I use the dark mode for my iPad, so everything's black. I hate the white stuff. But you'll see in here in my Files app, and you can tell this is a Files app because it says up here, Files. So this is one thing a lot of people get confused about with the Files app and GarageBand and even this Media Assistant, that these look similar. The Files app, it kind of uses the Files app aesthetic. And you'll see in the list of things I have here, like iCloud, my iPad, Audio Share, down here, Media Assistant is actually one of the things in here. So I can access it from here, but it's not exactly the same. But you still can use it this way. So there we go. I'm going to close out the Files app now. And let's open up Media Assistant. And you'll notice it looks exactly like the Files app, except up the top it says Media Assistant. Yeah. So I'm going to go in but what else is different up here is we have these little sections, this AA menu and a select. So and totally different. We can organize our files exactly the same kind of thing as well. There's many vibes here. What the hell? Many vibes. Many vibes. Many vibes. Hi, many vibes. Right, so we can go into this home section, and in the home section of this app, there's a whole lot of things. See these files that say tap me, long tap me, tap me. These are little things that tell you how to use the app. So they're little preview files that are built into the app. So if I hit tap me, you'll get a whole lot of different options in here. So if I go into the Files app and long tap on an audio file, you won't get something like this. Edit with audio editor, convert or extract audio, join audio or video. These are some of the features that you can find in this Media Assistant. So, but we are going to 100% focus on removing vocals today. I'm not going to go back and watch the other videos I've done on this app. So I've got a file in here, an audio file, and what is it? We've got this track here. This is, I don't know if I can play this. Did you just release this song today, Joe and Barry Glenn? What song did you release today? Annabelle. You haven't released it yet, have you? Let's do this. Oh, well, I think we'll get away with it. I think, Joe, do you mind if I use your song as a little bit of a demo? I know I saw the video clip today. They've got a new video clip. They've got a song coming out, and it's not out yet. But can I use this little clip here? She'll let me. I'm sure she'll let me. So, a hello Tremo Bear as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down on this file and edit with Audio Editor. And it automatically opens up this screen. Look at this. Look at this lovely mess. Now you're probably thinking, why does that WAV file look like that? You have the ability in here to either look at files in a spectrogram or in a normal waveform fashion. I've got a mix here. So we have a spectrogram and your typical waveform going on. Now up in the top corner where this little hamburger icon is, you've got some settings in here. And this is where you can change it to just a spectrogram. All right, so there's our spectrogram view. You don't mind? Thanks, Joe. Or you can just look at it as a waveform. There you go, as a waveform. But I like the dual view. I think it's very exciting to have both. And some of the options in there as well, in our settings, are scrolling timeline. Yes, we'll have that. Timeline mode, sample or time. I've got it set to time. Hey, Falcro. Lovely to see you, Falcro. All right. This is our track. Let's hit play. So we've got a little play button down here. So yeah, in this Files app is an audio editor. You can lasso stuff. You can select stuff. You can erase stuff. You've got a whole, I've covered this already, right? Let's hit play. Oh. Who else is masturbating? Me.
It was many
I fucking love Joe's voice so much. Okay, let's stop that there. So what I'm going to do is select. We can hit our little select thing here. And I'm going to grab these arrows, right, and move this across. We'll go a little bit into the song. We'll just select a little part of it. So we'll go in here. And we're going to remove some vocals from here. I know, right? I know, right, Hugh? Grab the torch. Hey, Sunshine, good to see you. Right, so now once we've selected a part, now you can do the whole song or you can just do a selection of the song. So once you've selected, go up here and here's your little AI vocal remover. Now, this is what you are given. Now you'll see, the first thing I want to point out to see this, A&E is available. Now what is A&E? It's definitely around the type of iPad you have. If I hit this module runs best with Apple Neural Engine. Without A&E, the processing, I can't see it all. So if you've got an iPad that has Apple Neural Engine in it, you're going to be able to get a better result, right? But that's debatable because sometimes the good quality is better than the better quality. It all depends on the song. As I said in the beginning, it all kind of sort of, it's hard. Now I can isolate the vocals in here. Now I have an A&E available because I have a latest iPad. Now you can choose between quality good or better. These are your two options. Let's choose better. And you can mute the vocals or isolate the vocals. Let's mute them and hit render and let it do its thing. And we're just going to chop a small bit. And look at that. You can already see that WAV file has lost a lot of thickness in there. That's what she said. And look at that. You can see, let's move my mouse over here. You can see what's happened there. It's done its best to remove the vocals out. So let's listen to it.
She lived with
Well, it's gone, isn't it? Now you can hear the artifacts in there. But it's done a really good job. I mean, I say this before, say it again.
Was more than love. I and my
We really are living in the future. I mean, to think, like, 20 years ago that you would be able to go into a mixed file and pull a vocal out to that extent, that kind of quality, is just unheard of, right? And I honestly think, I don't think it can get any better. I really don't think it can get any better, but it is pretty damn good. Now I can undo this at any time. We've got an undo there. Super easy to undo. Let's do an isolate vocal. And we'll go in here. We'll hit our select. And we'll render a smaller part in here. Let's just go better. Process. Again, it's going to depend on what's underneath.
you may know.
But look at that.
By the name of unbelief. And this maiden, she lived with no one. You may know. By the name of unbelief. And this maiden, she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved.
That's sick. Now, why is removing the music better than actually removing the vocals from the music? I'll tell you why it sounds better. It's because there's a lot of reverb on these vocals. So this is the algorithm tries to take into account to remove the vocal, and the vocals, if the vocal's swimming in a lot of reverb, then that reverb's going to get taken away from the music too. And there's a lot of frequencies in that reverb because a reverb tail, right, on a vocal has frequencies as well. So not only is the vocal singing the lines, but at the end of each word as it cuts off and that reverb drags, there's frequencies in there as well. So when those frequencies get taken out, this is where you get artifacting more than anything. If you've got a very clean vocal in there, you're going to see this in a second, the artifacts are less, far less, right? And especially when you have a full band. So the difference here is this is not really a big, there's no drums, there's no like synth underneath, no pads. So you are going to get a better result there. But let's not shit ourselves. Very, very good stuff. Remembering that this is an in-app purchase, right? And if you buy the audio engine, the audio editor, and this vocal remover, I think that's going to be all you need. You may need the utility. So it's going to cost roughly about $15. You own this. Moises, on the other hand, which is fantastic as well, is a subscription, and you got to pay every month. A lot of these apps on iOS are subscriptions, and you got to pay every month. So there's that to remember. Let's have a look at this. I went ahead yesterday and did a removal of a song, the same song, using Moises and using, now I'm flicking between them right now. Can you see the difference? So here they are. This is Brad's Little Bird. Now just take a look. I'm going to zoom in, look at the file there, and I'm going to click on this one. There's not a lot of difference in the WAV file. Now you really shouldn't be mixing with your eyes, but just taking a look at this file, there's not a lot of difference. Now, this song, for example, Brad example, is mainly just an acoustic and vocals. So a song like this is going to suffer when you remove the vocals because all that's underneath it is the acoustic guitar. So that's a problem with a song like this. Let's listen. Now, I can't remember which one's which. I do. This one is the Moises one. So let's play this. So you can hear that immediately. The quality's dropping as it tries to compensate. Jamie, what's going on? Now we're going to play the Media Assistant version and listen. I'm telling you, there's fuck all difference. So using Moises compared to Media Assistant on a song like this, it's exactly the same. There's no difference. I've gone over these so many times. Let's just check this one here. We'll go from here. Now we'll hear the Media Assistant one. Probably a little better, even the Media Assistant one. I'm going to give this to the Media Assistant. But yeah, exactly the same song. And you can see there are going to be artifacts in there. But again, there are tricks around this. I'm not going to go into all those tricks. You can double up these in an audio door, and you can kind of take these bits and double up them and change the frequency. There's shit around it you can do. There's YouTube videos out there that'll help you and show you some of these tricks as well to fix some of these songs. Is it going to be perfect? It's never going to be perfect, right? But if you're in a pinch and you need to remove some vocals, these things are really Handy. Pookie's heading home. We love you, Pookie. Drive safe. Be safe. We love you lots. Deep Gravity, what's going on? Good to see you, my friend. All right, let's do some more. Let's try some other songs. Let's try one of my songs and see how we go with a song that has much more music behind it. So I'm going to close this. Now, if you want to close these, up the top here, you'll see this number 2. This will show you all the things you have open. So I can hit the X, and it'll ask me if I'm okay to close this, and yes, I sure am. Let's close this one. Thank you. Yes. All right, now I've got to find a song. We want to find... the beautiful thing about using Media Assistant, I can go into any of these parts down here and find a song anywhere. So I think I have a copy of The Fight here. Let's see if Audio Share is going to let me find it. Yes, here we go. So we've got a copy of The Fight, the audio master. So there we go. Now, to use this again, remember, hold down on it, and you'll get this menu, edit with audio editor, and now we can get in and start removing vocals. I'm just going to go full-blown remove all vocals for this one. We're not just going to choose a section. Let's do it. Go over here, Vocal Remover. And while we're waiting for that, I'll hit render. We want to do mute, render. And it's that time of the day where I have to run the ad. It's a halfway point. We do this on the show so you don't get taken away from all of the action here on YouTube. And we're going to run the ad. YouTube forced me to run an ad. No, don't force me. I just do it because I've got to get some kind of money. So I've run the ad. If you want to avoid the ad, you can become a YouTube Premium subscriber or just sit there and deal with the ad, and it's all happy days. The ad's been run. We'll wait for you to come back, and while we're waiting, we'll tell the good people, remind everybody what's happening again tomorrow on the show because it's awesome. Well, she's awesome. Liza Day's on here tomorrow. You better be here tomorrow to see this. It's going to be a fantastic interview. We're going to close the show today with a cover of hers. I normally don't play covers, but I know I'm not going to get done because this cover is just sick. It's not even like the original. All right, hopefully people have come back from the ad and we can head back over here. We have isolated these, we've removed these vocals, so let's give it a play and see how much it destroys my song. Here come the vocals. 2, 3, 4. Hang on a minute. I got to check. Did I actually load the song with vocals? Let's undo. I need to check what's going on. I mean, that was pretty good. I did. Let's redo, because you can redo. Remove those vocals again. Damn, you can hear a little bit in there. It's not vocals you can hear, it's the artifacts. It's because there's reverb on the vocals, of course. You get in that little ring, but what a great job. The amazing thing is it's even kept in the backup choir in there. It hasn't removed those. Now, What would be a possible reason why this one has worked so much better? And I'll tell you why. It's partly in the way I recorded the vocals in this. I used multiple compressors in here to try and isolate the vocal and bring it as forward in the mix as possible so it stands out from if you go back and watch how I made this song, I used some techniques with multiple compressors to try and make this pop so it wasn't as, like a pop song that it's going to sit out front. And you'll find a lot of pop music, you'll be able to do a much better job we'll try it with a death metal song soon. And let's undo this. And I want to try now doing let's remove vocals, but let's isolate the vocals this time and see how well it can pull my vocal from this. I don't know why you'd want to do this, why you just want to have me singing to know. Look at that. Damn. We live in the future. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Did you hear that? You could even hear me clicking around the actual take of me clicking around. Like, oh, turn that up. Listen. Down and out and always feeling tired, holding on to every single breath, waiting for an answer to a question unanswered, to overcome the impending dread. I know I'm a fighter. Wow, even picked up my harmonies. And as Ed says here, absolutely, this is it. On well-mixed songs, this will work a treat. This is how you tell. Now, hear me out on this. If you're mixing a song and you want to know if you've got a really well-mixed song, come in here, open up something like this, and try and pull out the vocal and see how it sounds, right? Really well-mixed songs. Studio, big, high-end Warner Music songs, all this kind of stuff with producers who get paid a lot of money to do this stuff. You will notice those. Now, I can't do that here on the show. I'm not going to get a copyright claim, but you will notice it's a lot easier to pull vocals. That's why there's so many karaoke channels out there who've pulled vocals and have such good versions out online because they're recorded well. So it's a good way to see if you're recording well. And as Ed Zielinski mentioned too, it is a good idea if you're using this to make sure you go up here and close everything. Because every time I do this and just hit the arrow up the top here, next time I open a track, that's still going to be open in the background. Let's grab another track here. Shall we find a metal song? Let's see if we can find, we'll go in by name. See if we can find some FMC maybe? What about Metheist? I wonder if there's any Metheist in here. LM, I guess it's under. Metheist. Here we go. Metheist, Hunger. World Divided. Shall we grab a World Divided? Whoa. Interesting to find out if you can do it with metal. So I'm going to long press on this. Now remember, I'm doing this from over here in Audio Share. So not a problem. Open in Editor. Now you notice up the top here, see this little 2? That means we've still got something else open. So make sure you keep an eye up here and you don't end up with a whole lot of things open in the background. Here's Metheist. We'll move to our vocals. I'll use the mouse. Going to be hard because we've got distortion and we've got distorted vocals as well, but we're going to give it a go. Go in here. Yeah, and that's why, if you have a look too, Apple Music has a karaoke mode on your iPhone, your iPad, and if you hit the little karaoke button, it does its best to remove vocals, and a lot of the time it does a fantastic job, even with stuff like Slayer. Why? Because it's well produced. It is what it is. Let's mute the vocals, render this. What do we got? We got 15 minutes more to dick around with a couple more songs, and all right, this is going to be a test, isn't it? Let's get our marker. So you can see where these vocals are being removed with the spectrogram. Spectrogram really gives you a good look at where things are being removed. Pretty good, pretty good. I mean, it's actually retained even the harmonics in the guitar. Can you hear those harmonics? Right, but what you would have noticed, some of the guitar notes go out. Now, this is a thing that happens with when you're removing vocals. One of the guitar lines in there, it missed a couple of notes in there because the same frequency of the guitar got picked up as a vocal. This happens. I'll show you with one of the other songs we're going to do in a second too, my old band Peppertoe. The guitar, the interesting thing about this band I was in, the guitarist, the key that my voice was in for some of these songs and some of the solos he played were so similar that it removed entire solos from the guitarist, which I don't. This is the technology, yeah? Let's do a undo. And just quickly before we move on, do a removal. We'll isolate the vocals. See if we can pull the vocals out and see. Yeah, look, absolutely more than enough for somebody just doing some karaoke on YouTube, something like that. Oh, wow, there we go. Let's have a listen, see how well it isolated those vocals.
Split down the middle, control like puppets. We tear each other down in the name of freedom. Fire like children.
Wow. So you can hear, because the vocal has so much grunt and distortion in it, a lot of it's getting left behind, which is helping the songs sound better. Okay, let's close this out. Yes, oops, close. We'll close this one. And let's grab someone else, a new song, which has just come out recently. Let's go up here. You may know this song. Oh, look at this. We've got 15th Bend. 15th Bend. His first sing song. Let's click on 15th Bend. So this is his brand new track, The Pain. Let's try and remove 15th Bend from his song because I don't want to hear 15th Bend singing. I'm joking. I'm being a dick. No, but let's do this. So here's 15th Bend's new song.
They say it's better to have a broken heart, better than having no heart at all. Sometimes I want.
It's a great song. Go and check it out, but it only removes vocals, not drums and other stuff like Moises, right? Yeah, this is only a vocal thing. But we'll take a quick look at Moises and we'll do one last comparison before we get out of here. If we've got time, 10 minutes. So let's rip out. let's take out all the hard work the 15th Bend did for his first vocal performance. Because I'm a silly bitch. All right. It's a great song. Because I want to do a cover of this, right? So I want to do a cover of this. And, 15th Bend might not want to send me the original. Hello, Leanie, you star, superstar Leanie's here, everybody. Let's see how this goes. So it's absolutely not perfect. I know. I thought 15th Ben would get a kick out of this if he sees the videos. So there we go. He's been removed from the song. Let's go to the end where he hits all his big high notes. He's just gone. He's been removed from history. Oh, did you hear that? Some of it got left behind. Did you hear that? Now, the one thing I haven't covered is how do you save these? So if you want to keep these, you've removed the vocals, you go in here and you can hit export. Right, now you can change the pitch of these. These are other things you can do. You can fade out. You can hit the gain, add some more gain, normalize the track, time and pitch. You can do some pitch shifting and do all that kind of stuff. Or if you want to save it, hit export and you get all these options. So you can export as a WAV, AIF, M4A, M4A, ALRC, equal parts. You can give it a file name. You can put some metadata in as well if you want, if you're saving it as an M4A or a WAV file. So we can put in a title, all that jazz. Hit export, and then it saves it here for you and automatically starts playing. So let's take this. I'm going to just rename this while we're here. Rename 15th Bend, no vocals, MA for media assistant. And we'll drag this over into audio share. All right, so now it's in audio share. So now we have, luckily enough, I actually have the version without vocals. Hang on, let's stop this quickly. Jump over here to my audio share. So 15th Bend was kind enough to actually send me the version without vocals so I can sing it, which I'll be doing on a show soon. Thanks, 15th Bend. And here's the version without vocals that we just did. Now I could normalize this as well, really, if I want to make it a bit louder. There we go. So now it's the same kind of level as the original. There you go. So same kind of level there. But that's going to be good enough, yeah? All right. Last one we're going to do is just bounce back over here before we get out of here for the day. And I'm going to do a search in here for turnaround. Turnaround. If I can spell it. Here we go. Turnaround MP3. So we'll pick this one. I'll hold down on it and do an audio conversion. Editor. So here's the song. This is me in my old band Peppertoe.
The bed, died of the brick wall. You made my mind to know there's more instead of what you do. I'm not bone dragging my way through someone's life with a plastic face and hung over expectancies. Ain't that true?
So this one's a tough one because there's two vocalists. There's me singing the main lines and then we have two female backup vocalists. So let's see what it does with that. How can is this able to work out the vocalists? So we'll do a vocal removal. Better. Mute vocals. Let's Oge. And then we'll jump over to Moises and show you what Moises did compared to this. And then we're going to play our Liz a Day track and send you all over to Thomas Christ because Thomas Christ is amazing. And he's going to be playing your music live for the next 55 hours. Here come the vocals. Wow, they're gone. It's my seed, it's what you want. Turn around, return to bed. Open eyes are not the same. Here comes the vocalist. Oh, it removed her as well. So backing vocals gone too. Let's see what happens in the chorus if all the vocals are gone, because there's like an 8-part vocal in there. Wow, did a much better job, I think, of Moises from memory. Let's export this. We'll call this turnaround. Yep, look, it's already even got the information in here too. How good's that? Because it was an MP3. We're going to drag this over into audio share. And let's open up Moises, and then we'll get out of here. Moises, because I've already pre-done this one. Here's my library. Let's go down to turnaround. I think it's in here. There it is. Where are we? McClure, shut yourself down. Here's turnaround. So I've already split the vocals from this. Maybe. Is it going to play? What's happening? It's deciding not to play. That's a good one. Turn around. Here we go. We'll bring in the vocal.
He's above the bed.
Oh, there's a bit of noise in there. Oh, can you hear that? It's kind of buzzy. Oh no, it's good.
Those shallow eyes are what you see. Never want to seem so frail and closed into your shape of me. It's my pain.
Yeah, it's a bit buzzy.
Jade, you want me, you just have to look in.
I'm going to give this to Media Assistant. Media Assistant wins. Now, the difference is with Moises, as our friend Many Vibes pointed out, you can take songs in here and you can actually remove more than you can take drums out and such. So I don't know if I've done there's any songs in here I can quickly grab that. Yeah, so with this, one of my songs, you can actually strip drums. Swallow me whole, set my heart alight. Dream a dream of silk. But I reckon that's pretty damn good, yeah? So what is it, $5.99? I reckon it's pretty good. As I said, let's cover it again. It's never going to be perfect, my friends, unless unless frequencies, like no amount of AI is going to be able to do a perfect job. But we live in the future. So look, another great addition to Media Assistant. It's a great app. Go back and watch the other shows if you're thinking about it. It's free to download. We have options, yeah? Apps aren't Pokemon. You don't need to collect them all. But we do have many, many options. I'm just trying to show you the ones that don't have super sucky subscriptions from really dodgy companies that are going to charge you a fuckload to do fuck all. So this is one of those options. Alrighty, let's get out of here for today. We're going to play this amazing song from our friend Lizard Day, who's on the show. Please be here tomorrow. Come and welcome Lizard Day into our community here. And hopefully we're going to hear a whole lot more of her. Thomas Christ is up next because he's a legend. Remember the quiz on Sunday if you're a Wart Warrior. This is Lizard Day. She's on here. This is a cover of a Billie Eilish song called Bad Guy. Are you ready? Let's oge. Stay awake. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together. See you over at Thomas's. Boom. Ah!
White shirt, now red, my blood and no sleeping. You're on your tippy toes, creeping around like no one, no snake. You're so criminal. Bruises on both my knees, but you don't say thank you, oh please. I do what I want when I'm wanting you. My soul so cynical. So you're a tough guy, like a really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puff guy. I'm not that type, make your mommy sad type, make your girlfriend mad type. My tattoo's your dad type. I'm a bad guy. Duh. Teeth, my neck, my wrist is bronze. I got more eyes than the snow. That guy, don't act like you don't know. That guy so critical. Tattoos on both my sleeves. No, I don't sleep, so please don't wake me. Loosen my tie so I can breathe. Ain't no political, no. I'm a bad guy, ain't no holding back guy. Pull my plug, I'm that guy. Always got your back guy. I'm a real type, keep your body real tight. Show you what it feels like. Got an open invite. I'm a bad guy. I'm only good at being bad. I like it when you get mad. Guess I'm glad it's your own. She says she's scared of me. Flip it up. I mean, I don't say what she says. But maybe it's 'cause I'm wearing your cologne. Let's go once more. I'm a bad guy. Bum, bum, bum.